What's up, Kpop Jjangers? This is your Wendy once again, and I'm back with another JJANG video. So if you're ready, let's get started. So in today's video, we will be talking about the Sasaeng. The word Sasaeng refers to people who exhibit obsessive or extremely dangerous stalking behavior towards the idols. Now, here's the few examples of the behaviors that our idols have encountered with the Sasaeng fans. Red Velvet. Members Sugi, Joy, and Irene from Red Velvet had a live broadcast on Instagram where they talk about their latest daily news to fans. Within minutes of starting their broadcast, Joy's phone started vibrating with a call. Joy and Sugi then tried to keep the mood light as they warned the fan not to call them in a playful tone.
그러면 안 돼요. 이거 어떡하지? 자꾸 오면 안 돼요. 전화하시면 안 돼요.
Their broadcast continued to be interrupted as the Sasaeng fan continued to call Sugi. As quoted, "We still continue receiving a call from a fan. You're not supposed to do that. Stop it, please. Stop calling us, please." Just as they thought the fan had stopped, when Irene entered the room, the Sasaeng fan called again. Joy silently refused the phone, and she seemed to have turned it off entirely to avoid disturbance in their live broadcast. EXO. The members had just finished with one of their schedules during their rookie years. They emerged from a building where they worked and headed toward what they thought was their van. The manager thought something was a little off and stopped them from getting in. It turns out that it was a good call because Sasaeng fans rented an EXO-like van and parked where the van would normally wait. A-Pink. Members Nayeon and Chorong remember the times when Sasaeng fans would forcibly board their plane and harass them in an interview. There were times when the fans would recognize the group and take photos of them while sleeping. They couldn't even go to the bathroom and just cover themselves with blankets and go back to sleep. Sasaeng fans would even invade the girls' privacy at their hotel rooms. They would somehow find out the room numbers of the group and call them late at night or knock on their door. Once they looked through a hole to see who was knocking on their door, they found out that it was a man with a tablet in hand. And the girls weren't even safe opening gifts from their friends because sometimes they would open gift boxes from fans and some of it contains a recording device or a hidden camera. NCT TAEYEON. To spend some quality time with his fans, NCT TAEYEON hosted a live broadcast on Naver's V app. TAEYEON appeared on that day wearing a casual t-shirt and pants for training, giving his fans a very comfortable atmosphere to enjoy. He decided to have a sushi eating show while introducing his favorite songs to his fans. But when he picked up his phones to show his fans a song title, a call came from an unknown number. TAEYEON seems to be used to that because he gave a very harsh warning by saying, "Please don't do that," as if that sort of thing were happening all the time. During the show, another call came in. He could not help but sigh as he drew an X with his fingers. At first, he looked very serious, but then he smiled as he said, "I'm going to change my number," which pained his real fans' heart and made them realize how much patience it takes to be an idol. GFRIEND. JJANGYA are always going through rough times with fans who are crossing the line, violating their privacy. In one of their meet and greet events of the group, HEECHUL starts to find something strange about the glasses from a certain fan. HEECHUL lets know their leader Suwon after noticing a secret camera was hidden inside. Yerin politely requested the fan to take off his glasses, and she began to investigate the lenses to find out whether it actually had a hidden camera. Although the girl smiled, fans could tell the members were hurt as the face of Yerin turned stone cold as soon as she turned away from the fan to tell the security guard. BTS. Yeah, so BTS is one of the hottest bands in Korea and around the world in today's generation. But sadly, there are some disadvantages on their success, and one of these is their privacy. One time, BTS stopped by at a cafe in Sweden for filming. They grabbed a bite to eat when suddenly a group of Sasaeng fans watched the boys and waited outside the cafe. Even the cameraman needed to step outside and ask them to move, but instead of actually moving, the fans pretended to leave and started to chase the boys outside. Super Junior HEECHUL. One day he was driving when he heard his car being trailed by Sasaeng fans. Because he didn't want to be followed in particular, he tried to lose them. He took various paths to try to get away, but he ended up in a car crash. HEECHUL broke his leg, and the injury has a lasting effect on his ability to perform live. And if you notice, guys, in the comeback, he avoids hard dancing choreography because of this injury. Twice. Momo and TAEYEON quickly end their broadcast after noticing a Sasaeng fan following their car. After the world tour concert of Twice, Momo and TAEYEON managed to chat with fans in their car through the phone. However, we can easily hear a banging sound from outside the car during the chat. The expression on their faces stiff as soon as they were told they were followed by a fan. Then the two idols turned their lights off and said goodbye to their fans as Momo begged to the Sasaeng Monsta X. A post with the title "An Idol Left a Message to a Sasaeng Fan Who Came to His Home" was posted on an online community. Monsta X IM is the idol who has been mentioned here. He posted saying, "Please find and come to the dorm properly." He also left another comment on his post and wrote, "But seriously, what kind of tourist destination is it? Their dorm?" It seems like I posted this just to warn the Sasaeng fan against seeking for his accommodations. On the other side, GOT7's Mark and Youngjae, EXO-Lay, and Ailee also experienced this kind of situation where Sasaeng fans follow them to their residences, flooding idols' phones with calls and texts and taking unwanted videos and pictures. TAEYEON. In April 2016, Girls' Generation band member TAEYEON complained of receiving constant calls from strangers. She posted screenshots showing missed calls from strangers on Instagram, saying, "Just let me sleep. This is not helping at all for both of us." And the idols including JJANGYA of CNBLUE, ZICO of BLACKPINK, Junho of 2PM, and Lay of EXO have also reported incidents of Sasaeng fans following them home or attempting to break into their homes. SHINEE. SHINEE posted a photo in Instagram of a Kakao Talk group chat full of foreign fans. He stated that he had been struggling as a result of the number of chat groups, invitations, and missed calls from Sasaeng fans. Twice Jiu sustained an injury after she tripped at the airport due to a Sasaeng fan. She was helped by Chaeyoung and the staff, but she looked as if she was in pain. Super Junior. In 2011, two members of the band Super Junior were caught in a 6-car collision after being chased by 8 fan vehicles in Singapore. It's the band members LEETEUK and HEECHUL. Although they were unharmed, HEECHUL later tweeted that he still suffered the after effects from the accident and was often afraid to drive. BLACKPINK. During their 2019 world tour in Manila, Philippines, members received an unwanted amount of chaos as their welcoming as Sasaeng fans went over the line. As soon as BLACKPINK members landed, hundreds of fans stampeded across the airport to get a closer look. As the members got closer, the fans became too wild for even the airport security team to manage. Some even got on top of police vans and cars to get a better look. The chaos caused by the fans halted all traffic at the airport, causing a disturbance to not only BLACKPINK but other travelers. GOT7 Jackson. With his immense popularity in both Korea and overseas, Jackson always receives a lot of attention during his airport commutes to international activities. He even suffered injuries at the hands of Chinese Sasaeng when they crashed into his vehicle while tailing him. He was spotted struggling to keep with the overzealous Chinese fans who keep crowding him, making it impossible for him to get anywhere. Red Velvet Sulgi. Red Velvet Sulgi was unfortunately harassed by Sasaeng fans while holding an Instagram live broadcast. He was forced to send out warning after being called inconsiderate by Sasaeng while she was holding the broadcast. The stream was for Sulgi's birthday and the fans noticed that the idols looked tired as she stated, "I keep getting calls so please don't." BTS Jungkook. The matinee of BTS held a personal V-Live where he talked to fans while enjoying a glass of wine. During the stream, Jungkook received a call on his phone with an unknown number and confessed that he actually get a lot of calls from Sasaeng fans. SNSD TAEYEON. And who would not forget the most scary incident that involves TAEYEON and Sasaeng during the girls' performance?